Yo, yo, yo. What up, what up? Happy Tuesday, man. So, as you know, it's already October 7th. It's still only the beginning of October. And I know it's been a pretty hectic day as well. I haven't been really been able to make as much content as of late. Normally I would make about an average 45 videos a day in regards to my podcast. But lately, it's simmered down to just two or three. And I know there's still days where I would post like four or five. And I remember I had like nine, I think, just the previous week, only because I had some hot topics I wanted to cover. But ever since then, it's simmered down to just two or three as of late. It's just been a really, really hectic, time, and for the good, for the most part. And that's where I wanted to get into, as far as how I see this month go by. Now, look, I know what I said about September, and I thought that it was going to start out just as good as August, but ultimately it turns out so much happened, a lot of unexpected things, and I said it in that video sometime in the middle of the month, or after this entire personal situation that I had to deal with, and I said that it was going to be 0-9, right? I think I said it late in the month of September, or you know I'm trying to remember when, but I did say I was 0-9. Now, going to the month of October, I know it's been kind of a rough start, but since last Sunday to start the new week, things have actually started to get better, and they've gotten smoother. So things are pretty much just smoothing out, and from what I've been seeing, I'm actually getting my adventure feels back. I'm getting my outdoor feels back, and I'm getting my outdoor freedom back for the most part. Ever since this whole life-changing move with a couple of my relatives now just you know seamlessly fitting into my home life, as far as you know touring them with just exploring a lot of the things that I've explored, and as the entire family explored, what I'm saying, especially with a lot of the adventures that I've done, and especially when it comes to my hiking adventures and other miscellaneous adventures and theme parks and all that. So in a way, I'm really starting to get my outdoor feels back, and that is just the best thing that's ever happened to me so far this month. Hell, even this 2025 year, when I've been saying in many of my videos that that I have not been able to get my outdoor feels back, that I've been struggling to get my outdoor feels back, because I'm so very limited, and it feels like I'm just losing it, so much with so much that was been going on midway through this year. You know what I'm saying? Especially since mid-June, that I just been, I know I went out a little bit more, prior to mid-June, and I just did not feel the same. Like, I remember being out on National Best Friend Day to Dana Point. Yes, the views were nice, but it just never felt the same, because it was hard for me to, find myself detaching myself from home. And obviously I had dealt with some, anxiety then, for, a number of reasons, or mainly just because of what I've admitted then to be a failure of a friend, a lot of stuff, right? But ever since then, and you know, going into this month, I'm really starting to get it back. And now to a point where I've even told one of my relatives, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. Like, I'm already starting to, to develop a bunch of ideas, and as far as like what we're gonna do, what we should do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's do the batting cages. Hey, let's play volleyball. Hey, let's do this and let's eat here. Let's eat there. Let's go here. Let's go. And that's, to me, once again, it's just the best thing that ever, you know, that ever happened to me, and just getting my outdoor feels back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that I'm getting it back. It just it reminds me of, you know, the what was it? Back in 2015, just 10 years ago, 2015 through 2019, where I was just all about the outdoors and a guava just fell. Um, you know, that's what it reminds me of, because it almost makes you feel like I'm getting, and getting back to that mode. Obviously with one of my relatives, whom I'm gonna get him to explore a lot of the things and places and you know other activities that I've done, with by myself and most of my other friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm glad that this life changing move happened sooner than later instead of next year. And even with this whole personal situation that just happened and finally been done and over with, now I'm just starting to see things just finally get better for me. And I know it was rough last week, but just going forward, and with the way that things have shifted this entire week so far since last Sunday, it's just been a blast, and it's been great. It's been awesome. So it will continue going into the rest of the week, and especially as this Halloween season slash sports season goes on, with the temperatures being as great as they are, or they have been. Not too hot, not too cold. It's perfect fall weather. The perfect fall vibes that I'm getting, and especially as I've been seeing a whole lot of pumpkins, you know, at Knott's Berry Farm, and that just really gets me to feel the fall vibes a whole lot more. It really, really, really brings me back to the what was it? Those days, like I said, in 2015 through 2019, where I was all in strong wanderlust mode. Just being in the outdoors so much, like every week, 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like I was just out so very often, doing a whole lot of things, a lot of hiking, a lot of going to museums, and especially when it comes to like the seasonal events, like seeing Christmas lights in this particular place, and as far as like haunted attractions, for Halloween season, right? So I'm really glad to get it back, and I'm happy to see myself just get back in this mode. Now, obviously, I know that, you know, I'm still in my dump, and I know I haven't really been this week, so I'm going back tomorrow for the most part. It's just, I know what I got to deal with, but for the most part, outside of that, things have been going really, really well for me. And, even going into next week and the week after, I think I'm going to see, I think the way that I'm seeing this month going to the next couple of weeks, boy, I think I'm just going to see a lot of great things to come. So I'm feeling confident that so many great things are bound to come. It wasn't like what it was earlier this year, where I was like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go, this and that. I got to take it day by day, because you never know. It's always about, last minute this, last minute that. Never know. I don't have any control over it. Well, guess what? For the first time this year, going into a new month, I'm about, as another guava had just fallen, I'm about to see so many great things come ahead of me, as of this week, next week, and the week after. I want to keep this video as short as I can. I just thought I'd express my sheer optimism on this, as I'm pretty happy to see things pan out greatly for me, and to the point where, not only will my birth season be better, I mean, I talk about outside of work, obviously, but but just the fact that I'm finally feeling the fall vibes again. Just when I thought I was never gonna be able to feel them last month with this whole personal situation that I dealt with. Well, guess what? I'm really feeling them now. And yes, it is October. It's still fall season. It's still harvest season. And for me to see a whole bunch of pumpkins in Knott's Berry Farm, it's amazing. Just look at some of them here. Yeah. Yeah, look at those carvings, man. Look at that. Even by the log ride, man. Yeah, son. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to make this video too long because I got another one coming up pretty soon. I know it's been a really hectic day, and I haven't been able to produce any content for today until now. But let me say one more thing. As you can see on the screen there, that's what I predict the outcome to be. I'm dead serious because of what I just said. What this week, the rest of this week, and next week, and the week after are projected to be. You best believe, because that's already going to be, going to mid-October, and even after, toward like the rest of the month, I think I can still see some good things happen. Because it is still Halloween season, and of course it's still sports season as well. So I just got to continue to enjoy what I have, and especially what this Halloween season provides for me. So, just got to keep at it, and just continue to to feel the fall season, the fall vibes, and the Halloween vibes. Alrighty now. It appears to me that I'm finally gonna get a winning month, and I know it's not gonna say very much about this year, knowing how horrendous it has been all year long. But it doesn't hurt to have already one winning month, especially with how great it's been to start, despite a rough last week. But even if it's only even if I just barely got one, that tells me, after this life-changing move, that I'm about to see things, ahead of me, for the future, and especially for the rest of this year, that things may get better for me. Now, of course, like I said, my dump is still something I gotta deal with, and I gotta take I gotta take my career more seriously, as far as taking the courses is concerned and all that. I'm at the point where I just gotta work much harder at it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yes, I had a one-job interview. That was by the phone. Unfortunately, I didn't get selected, but I'm not giving up. So, gotta keep going. I know the job market's still tough, but at the same time, gotta keep going at it, because I know, my therapist has been asking me, and it's been, asking what's up with my job hunting and all that. It's my situation that I've been trying to get on my dump for a long time. So, that's something I got to work with. So anyways, peace out, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.